3, 2, 1.
Before we get into the video, just one quick little update. This video will be going up on Easter. Now, this is not an Easter game, so consider this like the Easter rabbit breaking into your house, eating all your candy, and then leaving this on your coffee table before breaking the window to leave. Anyway, on to the video. Welcome to First Look. Today we'll be taking a look at Viridian Sage. Viridian Sage is a turn-based RPG created by Elder Tree Games following a party of young mages in their fight against demonic creatures assaulting their home. In our playthrough of the demo, we find ourselves playing as the main character, Hero, along with his friends, default normie friend Losov, and Instrus, who is the princess of the city you're defending. After talking to your group of friends, you get to explore the town. Most buildings you'll enter have a form of loot, be it potions or elixirs, and there's even a small chance to encounter the developer. As you're walking around, there's plenty of exposition from the NPCs to listen to, and they even switch around whenever you enter and exit buildings, which is a small but neat feature that makes the game world itself feel just a little more alive. For the demo, however, the story itself is very forced. It drops you into the middle of a story with a lack of prior information, making it hard to understand the character's background and motivations for what they hope to convey and achieve.
Now, when you're exploring the grounds of the land, you will encounter traveling angry faces. These act as your battle encounters. Though a bit goofy, it definitely helps you plot out your movement on whether to fight the enemy or try avoiding them if you're low on supplies. In Viridian Sage, the game has a series of multicolored robes and wands. These act as your strengths and weaknesses in the game, as some enemies will be weak to a certain color of magic while also being resistant to others, similar to a type chart. Sadly, though, in our playthrough, we had encountered a game crashing bug that caused the game to crash every time we tried to swap equipment between party members. Though a major inconvenience, though, we continued on with our game. In combat is where the game gets incredibly diverse, yet also very complicated with its sacrificial combat system, where for every spell you cast, you get certain debuffs limiting your defense, knowledge, discipline, endurance, dexterity, luck, and speed. Included is a wager feature where you gain even more debilitating effects for the reward of stronger spells, trying to apply a risk factor to your gameplay. Though this system proved unnecessary at best, as knowledge, discipline, endurance, and dexterity are vaguely explained, as the game tells you those four gauge your proficiency in spells, but I personally never felt a significant difference in battle. The only skills that felt important were HP, MP, attack, defense, and speed, as those had a much more definitive role in combat. Naturally, since you play as a team of mages, your main source of power comes from your MP, so you'll be burning through your magic points quite frequently, but the game allows you to charge your magic at the cost of one turn, restoring a very generous amount of MP to get you back into the fight. Though this game is very unique and had a strong nuance, it began to fall apart. It was difficult to keep track of what everything meant, though there were signs explaining the battle system at the starting area. It was very easy to forget what it was trying to tell me. Halfway through the demo, I simply relied on the Force spell, as it was the only real attack I knew that could strike multiple enemies at once and also deal a good amount of damage regardless of the weakness and strength system.
After a more or less lackluster and underwhelming battle with the main boss of the demo, you were tasked with returning back to the town to prepare for a battle against the demons and to meet Instrus on the wall of the city. And after roughly 10 minutes of attempting to find the specific place to go, we got stuck in a building and accidentally saved while trapped, causing us to lose all of our progress. There, we decided to simply end our journey and call it quits.
After playing through as much as we could of Viridian Sage and seeing its $25 asking price on Steam, personally, I found myself seeing this game as a hard sell. What do you think, Xylex?
Personally, with a lot of mechanics didn't work. The gameplay itself was a bit lackluster. The story wasn't incredibly interesting. It was I wanted more out of it than what was delivered here. I I am a fan of 90s JRPGs and the game does have a great style into that. And the sacrificial combat system itself was really interesting of an idea. It's just a shame that it wasn't implemented better, but I do definitely feel that with a little more shine and polish, it could definitely be something different than what we got here today.
Yeah, as someone who plays a lot of RPGs myself, honestly, that if this was a first try for them, I'm not quite sure, honestly, but if it was, I think it's a pretty good first step trying to at least diversify the RPG name and just do something a little bit different.
I will say it was definitely different than most RPGs. The mechanics were definitely different. The combat was different. It's just a shame that the story fell flat on its face hard.
Yeah, it really did. But for a demo, I guess I can understand them not wanting to spoil at least too much. But the package they sort of gave people to try out for the first time, that's going to be their impression going into the game if they decide to buy it.
Thanks for watching. If you like this, don't forget to like and subscribe. Later.